Greetings, denizens of the tri-state area. Jacob Weil here.
And Blue Dragon 5!
And Dragon, I know what we're going to do today. That's right. With the revival of my favorite cartoon, Phineas and Ferb, officially here upon us, Dragon and I are once again firing up the Recap-inator and discovering the series anew, and hopefully making new summer memories along the way. Today's episodes are Bended Like Doof and Dooflicated. All right, so yeah, in my opinion, pretty strong week this week. At least in the second half.
Yeah. We picked up points in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are elements you liked in the first one.
No, for sure.
So, all right. Let's get into Bend It Like Doof. So as you can guess, this is a soccer episode. A more straightforward one than their last soccer episode, to be honest.
Yes.
No gravity-defying mechanics this time around.
No.
And while the kids are just throwing a stick at things.
Can you hit that thing with a stick?
Yes. It's a riveting game, apparently.
I think Blam-O pitched it. I think it's a Blam-O product. Oh, did you see, by the way, speaking of which, did you see Povenmire's gift that a fan gave him?
No, I didn't, actually.
So someone gave him brick.
Oh, yeah, I think I did see that.
And it came in like the box and everything. Oh, it was funny.
It's like, that is fantastic. I did actually see something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fun.
Of course, every time with the brick, it reminds me of the Freakazoid with the brick.
Of course it does. but elaborate.
Yeah. So Freakazoid is doing kind of a mental telepathy, kind of a mental telekinesis training exercise with Roddy McStew, his Scottish mentor.
Of course, yep.
And basically, it's this. It's basically like the Force. It's like using the Force in Star Wars. He's just trying to use his mind to lift the brick, and essentially what he keeps. I guess the exercise was kind of like how when you have the karate thing, they have the guy break the brick with his hands and his head and stuff. It was basically that, only using the telekinesis, and Freakazoid just kept breaking the brick over his head, apparently 28 times, and. He ends up in the hospital after that, and this is probably from severe head trauma. What happened? He broke a brick with his head 28 times. Anyway, so the point being is they have this gag where basically Freakazoid's like he's kind of out of it, and he's just going brick, just very randomly, just keeps saying brick. Because again, he's been so traumatized by the brick, and then someone holds the ring, brick. He's just terrified of it.
Of course he is.
Oh,
that is hilarious.
Yes, it is, Jacob. Yes, it is.
And one just gave Dan a toy brick.
He'll be like brick. Then Steve Carell just enters. Yes. No, not you. Brick. Oh, actually, no. He goes, other brick. Oh God, I can't escape it.
Oh God. Freakazoid's least favorite toy.
Yep.
So
brick, it's fun.
Yes. Anyway.
All right, so Doofenshmirtz and Midge Monogram, they're having an online stream. Essentially, Doofenshmirtz is streaming, and Midge Monogram, he's kind of trolling him in the comments, I think the kids would say.
Pretty much, yeah.
And this leads to them challenging each other to a soccer match in which the winner, basically the loser, will have to shave something. Monogram will have to shave his mustache. Doofenshmirtz, if he loses, is going to have to shave his head. And regardless of whoever loses, will have to shave Carl.
Yep. Carl's just wants to be the unpaid water boy, and they're both bringing him in on this.
I just love it. It's just like, just shave Carl.
Yeah, like I think they just secretly wanted to shave Carl.
Yeah, I think so. I think in hindsight that should have just been the wager, and they would have saved themselves a lot of trouble. Just loser has to shave Carl,
or winner has to shave Carl.
Yeah, winner gets to shave Carl.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So.
Well, I mean, he kind of deserves. He deserves that though.
Yep, because dang it, Carl.
Yep. Well, I was thinking more so.
Never mind. Sorry.
I was thinking more so because he moved. No, we can still do it. I was just saying. I was thinking more so because he moved Perry's chair, so he deserves it.
Yeah, Perry wanted in on it.
Yeah. Let's see. So which Carl would we most like to see shaved?
All right, the one.
Go on.
All right, probably Beaumont.
Really?
I think he could pull off the bald look.
I think Carl Weezer absolutely could pull it off.
Yeah, probably. But
he's got a similar hairstyle to Doof. I mean, it'd be kind of funny.
Like I said, Beaumont probably could pull off the bald look.
Maybe, I guess. Well, Carl Marketing Hunger Force. Well, maybe.
He's pretty much bald already.
I think basically he and Carl the Robot and Carl from SpongeBob would have to be exempt.
Yeah, it's like, well, if anything from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, he would get his body waxed.
Well, no, he would still be shaved. I don't know, Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, he probably needs it the most.
Yeah, it's like his body would be waxed.
Yep, and it'd be like the scene from the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Ugh, bringing Steve Carell back into it.
Yes, yeah, he's got a new show coming up.
And which one's that?
I'm blanking on the. I'm blanking on the name. Where basically he's like an author, and his novel character is like associated with him. Well, he's like a college professor. It was like this new thing they just teased.
Wait, is that the new Apple show that's coming out?
No, it's not Apple. It's coming to Max.
Oh.
Yeah, but I know what you're thinking of. He has a show. He had a show on Apple. I mean, I don't know if he still has it, but it's the Good Morning show. But yeah, it's something else.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else.
His last show was actually I thought it was really good. Unfortunately, it was canceled after 2 seasons, but it was good. It was called Space Force. That was funny.
Yeah, but you didn't like Ben Schwartz in it.
That's true. That was the hang up.
Yeah.
To be fair, there was a really good scene where the Steve Carell character, General Nerd, he just had enough of. They call him F. Tony. I can't tell you what the F stands for, but that guy, they call him F. Tony.
Yeah, I can kind of figure what it stands for.
Yeah. So basically, F. Tony was just kind of really getting under everybody's skin, as well Ben Schwartz can do at times. And for the role. And General Nerd, basically he chewed him out and he yelled at him. It was so satisfying, man. It was very cathartic.
All right, so meanwhile, as we mentioned, the kids are playing a riveting game of can you hit this thing with a stick? Or can you hit that thing with a stick?
Yep, can you hit that thing with a stick? Or so help me.
The spin-off.
It's the abusive version of Monsters Inc. musical.
It's the spin-off of put that thing back where you came from, or so.
It's kind of like Brighton Beach Memoirs to Biloxi Blues. It's kind of like that kind of sequel.
Yep.
That's an obscure joke for the kids, but theater buffs, they'll know that one.
I didn't even get that one.
Well, it's movies, but it's also, I think they start off as plays and then they were adapted to movies. And anyway,
I guess even I didn't get that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a good movie called Brighton Beach Memoirs for the people should probably look into, and if they like it, then look into the Matthew Broderick, Biloxi Blues. But
all right.
Yeah. Anyway.
So everyone is perfectly captivated and capable of hitting that thing with a stick.
Between the lines, this is the writers saying we've officially run out of ideas in our revival, so we're throwing sticks.
Or so would have you think.
Well, yeah, intentionally so, but yeah. So Buford, he sucks at this, and he's a great shot. Otherwise, he can throw a ball, great,
and even hit a hadron collider, which they didn't even know was there.
Okay, admittedly, first thing I'm thinking with the Hadron Collider, I keep thinking of the particle accelerator from the Flash.
Yeah.
Did you have that?
Not really.
Yeah. So randomly, there's a giant hadron collider in the backyard that Phineas and Ferb apparently did not build.
Yeah, that's like, I can't believe we didn't notice that.
Yeah. So what do you think the deal with that is?
Well, I don't know. Somebody just built a giant hadron collider through Danville.
Yeah, but who has the time for that?
Well, who knows? Like probably some secret organization or just some random guys. Who knows?
Here's Doc Brown on a bender.
Yep, and he's like, hey, "Wait, when did I do that?"
Well, I don't know what purpose it serves, but I'm sure it'll pay off in the future.
Yep, exactly.
Anyway, so we have this gag's pretty good. So again, we're obviously going a little off formula here because we have like a giant hadron collider they didn't build, and it's the most mundane thing they could possibly be doing, throwing sticks. And they ask, "Where's Perry?" Well, he's right there.
Yep.
Which was refreshing.
So yep, everything's actually pretty normal for them.
Honestly, their build's pretty unbustable, as Candace kind of points out, because really it's just throwing sticks, and at most they have like a giant archery course. That's it's not really like anyone can build an archery course. It's just targets.
Yep. When you get to Lenny later, then you get the bustable stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll get there later.
All right. So Alpha versus L.O.V.E.M.U.F.F.I.N.
So yeah, basically Doofenshmirtz knows that he doesn't have a chance in actually winning legit, so he brings himself a ringer. Like literally, because by inventing the "Bring me a ringer-inator." And who exactly does he snag with the "Bring me a ringer" dragon?
I'm so glad you asked. Cristo Fernandez.
Cristo Fernandez, yes.
Now, for the kids out there, they might know him by a different name. Cristo Fernandez, also belovedly known as Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso,
AKA the best character in Ted Lasso.
Yes, and we use his line.
Football is life.
Well, we paraphrase it. Soccer is life.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't dig his heels in on that one, the whole football soccer thing. But it is kind of a missing gag in this that we don't bring up the football thing.
Well, I don't think he really cares. I don't think he might not have cared too much.
Not sure, but I mean, it would have been funny, like Doofenshmirtz saying, "No, it's soccer, football, soccer." It's not the brown ovular one. Just it's a spherical white and black ball. Okay, soccer, football. Like no, okay, just kick the football.
Yep, like we love Ted Lasso here.
That we do.
The third season is okay,
but memory serves, season 2 is starts off with a bang with Danny Rojas.
Yeah. I said, don't get me wrong, we all love Roy Kent.
the only man who could essentially, in essence, kick a puppy and we'd still love him.
Yes.
Danny Rojas, I mean.
Well, he didn't kick a puppy.
I said the equivalent.
He kicked a ball into a puppy.
Well, he killed a dog.
Yes. But either way, it's and don't get me wrong, we all love Roy Kent. Roy Kent is awesome.
Yep.
But he's no Danny Rojas.
By the way, the new season started. Third season of Shrinking just started, and a little bit of Brett Goldstein in there.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, he brought him in season 2. I'm just saying they brought that, but also Michael J. Fox. He appeared though, so that was new.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, because see the Harrison Ford character from the beginning, and they established this. He has Parkinson's in the show fictionally, so he is dealing with that. And by the third season, it's really gotten bad, and we bring in Michael J. Fox to kind of help him through the transition.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, it's off to a good start.
I really need to watch Shrinking.
Yes, you do.
Pretty much every time we bring up something, I say I need to watch that.
Yeah, there's Shrinking, and there's you still got to watch The Studio. It's good. It's really good. Plus, Catherine O'Hara. It's worth a watch.
It's not really high on my watch list.
It's really, man. I'm telling you, it was like the best show of last year. It was really good. This thing earns all the Emmys, man.
I don't doubt it.
Anyway. Okay, point being, we have the Ringer-inator, so that attracts Cristo Fernandez, very meta way, and on the flip side, Alka, they have Megan
Rapinoe. Yes, she's a relatively well-known soccer player.
Yes, and the whole event is sponsored by Tough Tents.
Yep, you gotta admire Tough Brand's various outputs. They have Tough Gum,
Tough Laces,
and now fumigation tents.
Yeah,
they're cornering all the markets.
People are gonna make so much meth with these Tough Tents.
Dragon. I think they just sold a big order of them to somewhere in Albuquerque.
There you go. Vominos Pest Control.
Yes. So. So yeah, so Alka gets. So basically, we could go into all kinds of. It's basically the strangest soccer match anyone has ever seen.
Yeah, who's the referee, Jacob?
Klimpaloon, the magical old-timey bathing suit that lives in the Himalayas.
He might be married now.
Yep, to Beatrice.
Yep.
The Candace suit.
It's possible. At the very least, they're dating.
Yep. I've never felt so seen.
Sounds just like Ashley Tisdale.
Well, actually, the Candace suit was voiced by one of Dan's daughters.
Right. Well, she takes after her dad.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So we have Klimpaloon, magical old-timey bathing suit, lives in the Himalayas, is the referee. Doofenshmirtz, we should also with Christopher Fernandez thing. The most hilarious thing is that Doofenshmirtz doesn't want Christopher Fernandez to play well in the game as an actual ringer would be. He wants him to use his acting skills from Ted Lasso to act injured and score like fouls and sympathy points.
He's like, you do realize I did actually play professional soccer.
Doesn't care about any of that.
Of course he doesn't.
The Monogram is not playing because he gets very competitive.
Which we find out later why he doesn't.
Yep.
Let's just say, on a team comprised fully of animals, he's the most animal-like one.
Oh yeah. Okay, real quick, I want to mention I love that with L.O.V.E.M.U.F.F.I.N, they're using like technology and gadgets in the soccer game, which like Doof has this very Dr. Seussian like ball kicking like vehicle, which is awesome.
Yeah, because as we've established, he cannot actually kick himself.
He almost broke his foot with that kickball.
Yep. So can you imagine he didn't break his foot with the soccer ball though. That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he's taking kicking lessons.
Either that, or maybe in Druzelstein, or I guess in Gimmelstoop, like the balls are like lead plated.
Well, that honestly wouldn't surprise me considering the rest of Gimmelstoop.
Yeah. Anyway, so both the ringers are gone. Because Megan Rapinoe's house is finally free to go back after being fumigated. Tough Tents.
And Cristo Fernandez finally
he overacts.
He found his character's motivation, and he pretends to be hit by a butterfly.
Like he was checked by the butterfly.
Yep. And he's like, "Oh no! Oh, I can't believe it."
So Monogram's in the game now, reluctantly, but he's now he is terrifying. So Jacob, do you know what time it is?
Yes, I do, Dragon.
It's
It's
Greedy
Reboot.
time!
I got the right one that time.
Yeah. So, monograms stuff the nightmares are made of on the football field.
Yep, and like you do not want to get it between Major Monogram and a soccer ball.
No, you do not. I mean, he's doing I tell you, man, he's doing the primal charge. When I say the primal charge, I mean
Tartakovsky Primal.
well, pretty much, yeah. I mean that, but I'm just saying, in general. I mean, I love it when someone gets, someone's really into it when they're propelling themselves forward with their arms. To me, that is the sign of just of terror and commitment right there. Oh my god, he's it's.
The funny thing is, I do that to get upstairs sometimes.
And I think as a kid, just I really wanted to move fast and desperate, I would do that. But
Yeah. But yeah, it's I've been rewatching. Well, not rewatch. I've been catching up on Primal myself.
Me too. I'm all caught up.
And yeah, there's Major Monograms going all spear.
Yeah, a little more color in his cheeks, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to season 3 yet, but
yeah.
But he's going. But Monogram's basically imagine.
Oh, when you say you're getting your watch, you're really behind on Primal then.
Yes.
Right.
But it's still great.
Oh, of course.
It's still definitely worth a rewatch.
Yeah, you mean you're on 2 or you're going through 1?
I'm still on 1. I've gotten to Plague of Madness.
Is that 9?
I don't know. I think it's earlier than that.
Okay, maybe 5. Anyway, but yeah.
I think because I remember it comes after Wrath of the 8 Men.
Yeah.
Or is it Rage of the 8 Men? Either way, I think it's 6 or 7.
Coincidentally, because I was just killing time for the new season of Primal, I watched through all Samurai Jack again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I played through the game.
Oh, how is?
And I unlocked the secret ending.
Oh, how is that?
The secret ending?
Well, the game and the secret ending.
I love the game. I mean, it's just honestly because I got this. It's kind of a long story, but long story short, there was a.
Well, I know how it goes. The ending where you can actually prevent Ashi from disappearing.
Well, not that. Well, yes, but not that's not the long story I meant. What I meant was the samurai. The reason I was doing all the Samurai Jack stuff in the first place was limited run games did they kind of fell prey to a class action lawsuit because they I don't know, it was a data leak or something. But the point being, it was on my mind because of that, because I only have one limited run game, and it was from those guys, and it was Samurai Jack, and I was just thinking that between that and Prime, I was like, you know what, I'm going to play through the game and try and get the secret ending, because I've seen the secret ending, but they hide all the little medals you got to get, all 50, there's 50 of them, and there's 9 levels, so they're really hidden. So, I methodically played through, and I got all of them, and I unlocked the secret ending, and it was just very satisfying to actually earn it,
Yep.
And it's a fun game. I went through on easy so I could get the, to make sure I got the ending.
Yep. And I said you can actually keep Ashi from disappearing.
Which is very nice. And basically afterwards, it's well, now I got to watch through Samurai Jack again. I did that, so.
Yeah.
And and then I got caught up on season 3 Primal. So.
Yep, and but I said, imagine Monogram just going through and just tearing the limbs off of the scientists and all that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I said, when he's going spear, he's going full spear.
Yeah.
Just ripping them, tearing them to shreds, blood spewing everywhere.
A part of me would love to see a comedic version of Primal that's done in the style of the Flintstones.
That would be kind of funny. The funny thing is, Primal actually started off as a fun kid idea that Tartakovsky came up with before retooling it into what it is now.
Yeah.
So, but it's hard to say which one would be better. But I like Primal the way it is now.
Just imagine he's doing the Fred Flintstone, at the the work bell, the work whistle goes off and he slides down Fang's tail and just spears a guy, spears a creature of some kind on the way down, it's almost like a Flintstones kind of. Dun, 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 dun. slides down with the spear and just impales him. He's got a smile on his face or something.
Like, now I need Tartakovsky to make a Flintstones movie.
Now that would be great. We've kind of seen kind of the son, kind of the associates of Tarkovsky do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So after Monogram goes primal, he actually manages to get a red card after slide tackling Doof.
Yeah. Awesome slide tackle.
Which is actually what happened in a real soccer game.
Mm-hmm. So Doofenshmirtz gets a penalty shot, and seemingly, he then traps Perry the Platypus.
So he could get his shot in, so they could win the game.
Yep, seems pretty dire. And then the boys,
they created Lenny.
Good old Lenny. It's this giant pair of blue binoculars, little orange feet that winds up and up different Lenny.
Yes.
Okay, this Lenny, he hugs rabbits and he kills them, and it's like, sorry, wrong Lenny again. Keep going.
I'll hug him and squeeze him and call him George.
Yep.
And so, what happens is that Lenny is basically just a giant pair of hands, because Buford's problem is every time he throws something, he throws a stick, it ends up going a little bit to the left.
So we're going to move everything a little to the left.
Yes, so basically they made a pair of giant hands to pull the entire city to the left just so Buford could hit a target.
Yep.
Instead of, trying to tell him to throw a bit more to the right, they just move the city. So, they are kind of overcomplicating things, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
Because wouldn't that be the advice? If you're throwing a bit to the left, you try and throw a little bit more to the right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so either way, Lenny pulls the city, and Doofenshmirtz misses his goal.
Yep, but they tied the game.
And so it's like, and thus Monogram and Doof end up with their mustache and head shaved, respectively.
And then they're chasing after Carl.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, doesn't that does it remind you of the Drake and Josh episode, or the bad episode of Drake and Josh?
Would you say bet or bad?
No, bet, like B-E-T, like bet.
Oh, bet. Sorry, misunderstood. I don't remember.
Yeah, so Drake and Josh, this is like way early on, like maybe like episode 5 or like the first season or something. It was really early on, like 4 or 5, whatever. And essentially they challenge each other to a bet in which whoever basically remember it's where we get spherical.
That's the game.
Yeah, that's exactly. So Josh loves video games, and the whole thing was like, if he can forgo like a month of video game, I think it was like a month of video games.
I think I remember this one now.
And Drake can forgo all the candy, eating sweets. They could, the loser has to dye their hair pink.
I think I remember this now.
Then the parents got in on the action. Everything at the end revealed, like, Josh's grandma sent him a game sphere. It's spherical. And then ultimately, let's see, they all lost because they both caved at the exact same time. It was kind of one of those things, and everyone had pink hair. Of course, Drake, being smarter than the average bear, his pink hair was a wig.
And how did Megan get scot-free then?
Well, I think she put it all in writing. That's all she did. She didn't get involved in the bet. I'm just saying the parents were. The parents bet on the kids, and bet on Drake and Josh respectively. So if one lost and the other one, they would share the fate or something.
And Megan got off scot-free because Megan.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, again, she didn't have to make any bet. She enforced it.
Yeah, I know. But either way, Megan. I love that one where they try and get therapy, and they go to therapy, or they go to the talk show, or wherever, and they both realize that like their main problem isn't with each other. Their main problem is Megan.
Oh yeah. See, they knew since School of Rock, Miranda Cosgrove, pure evil.
Well, speaking of evil,
Yes, evil, evil.
let's get into Dooflicated.
Dooflicated.
Yeah, so Dragon, I'm sure you probably have a lot more to say about this episode.
I love this episode.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yep, so right off the bat, Buford, he's upset. I love Buford's rant here. So Buford's upset that everyone vetoes the bread bowl hot tub. After every time that they're in the middle of it, they get interrupted. It's like bread bowl hot tub. And they go, yeah. It says, oh yeah, sure, let's do a Phineas and Ferb one. It's like we do that every day.
Pretty much.
Yeah, this is just him pleading for a bread bowl hot tub. Like, I want so little in this life. Is this so much to ask? This is all I want.
Yep.
So there's Danville Day at the park.
And Roger is giving a grand speech.
Oh, yeah. So the boys plan to crank the festivities up a notch. So, pretty straightforward, usual Phineas and Ferb fare.
Yep, crank it up a notch.
Meanwhile, Doofenshmirtz
Finally,
gets his oven repaired.
About time.
Yep.
Like, that was like, what, 11, like 12 episodes ago or something?
More or less, yeah.
where he was waiting to get his oven repaired.
Yep, and he's made Dunkelberry muffins.
Sounds pretty nice, actually.
Or to say it like Ricardo Montalban, Dunkelberry muffins.
Like Montalban?
Yeah, the whole revenge, a dish best served with pinto beans and muffins.
Dunkelberry muffins.
Dunkelberry muffins, my friend. Laugh with me, my friend. Ah, ha, ha.
Father! Did you get the muffins?
No, Junior, I didn't get the muffins. The man at the store said they did not have muffins. They only had bran muffins. I enjoy a bran muffin, but I didn't think you would enjoy a bran muffin.
What does Danville do without the muffins?
Don't worry, son. There's a bakery on the way. We will get our pastries, boy. We shall get pastries.
That actually does sound like something the seniors would do.
I tell you, man, look, nothing against Earl Bowen, wonderful actor. I believe he was in Terminator 2. He's a voice actor, and usually a lot of his stuff is kind of doing a sound-alike gig. And Earl Bowen, I think it's Bowen. It could be Buck. I might be butchering his last name, but I think it's Earl Bowen. He he basically, when Ricardo Montalban was not feeling, when he was ill he was doing okay during Kim Possible. I don't know if it was either doing him being busy, but you gotta remember Ricardo Montalban since '95, I think, even before '95. Ricardo Montalban, I want to say circa 1991. Ever since he had his I think it was a fall off a horse. I think it was a polo injury, or he fell off a horse. The point, Ricardo Montalban suffered an injury on a, you know what? It was on a movie. I think he fell off a horse on a movie. I don't think it was during a jump. The point, ever since Ricardo Montalban's injury, he always had this persistent back pain that basically he said. But point being, throughout his career, like probably late '80s, early '90s, he had tremendous pain until he had the surgery that kind of got botched, and like basically after Naked Gun was right before the accident.
Right.
Naked Gun was like in the late '80s, and I think this was like '89 or '91 in which the accident happened. That's when he had all this pain, and then he sorry, I just realized something.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so what happened is way back in I got to straighten my head. Okay. In 1951 or 1953, he did a movie, and I think he fell off a horse and he injured himself, and he was able to walk and everything, but he basically had persistent pain like throughout his life. And in 1991, I think that's when he had this procedure done, and basically it was botched, and he would put him in a wheelchair. And Freakazoid got him. He was in he was a little depressed and everything. And Freakazoid and voice work basically by proxy of Freakazoid. I think Freakazoid was the first voice gig that he ever did, and then beyond that, that's when he went to Kim Possible and everything. He, it really got him out of the house. That was like the big thing that Freakazoid did for him.
And he ended up enjoying like, oh, I see what they're doing with this joke.
Yeah. So with that, he, getting to Kim Possible and everything, I mean, this was probably somewhat towards the decline. So, I mean, it's possibly there was like a good days, bad days thing within his condition. But because I'm just saying he was in persistent pain, and then it obviously kind of took a toll physically on him. So there were a lot of days where, he wasn't doing well. So either switching on from that, or because, just like he was busy with a few other things, like, he's doing like Spy Kids and stuff. And there are other films as well, but he kind of amped down a little towards later. So I think it was just his health in decline. Earl Bowen filled in for him as like basically the half of the senior episodes were Ricardo Montalban, the other half were him, but not because he didn't want to do it.
All right. Yeah.
Like the X Games episode, that was Earl Bowen doing a Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo Montalban was there for the first senior episode and my favorite, which is the Tutor for Two episode. And I think maybe the boy band episode was also Ricardo Montalban.
Isn't it Two to Tutor?
That's the one, yeah. That's one of my all-time favorites. I love that one. That's obviously one of my favorite Montalban one. It's like, it's such a sweet and charming notion. People completely forgot what episode we're even talking about right now.
Junior.
Yes, Junior. So I love the idea that he really, he's been trying to make his son a better supervillain and try and take the craft seriously. But just the fact that in doing so, he misses spending quality time with his son. And I just found it so endearing and so cute. And just, it's a beautiful little ending. It's a great episode.
I love the idea of the fact that they're not actually evil millionaires. They're just bored and didn't know what to do with the money until Ron just like, hey, you guys could be like, this is like a killer supervillain lair.
Really? I never thought of it that way.
So they're not even really evil. They're just bored.
And I love that as like a show of respect, Senior knows Ron Stoppable's name. Like Junior doesn't, but Senior does, and it's just the fact, like the one thing, the difference between him and Drac is like, oh yes, Ronald Stoppable. See, he knows my name.
Is the only villain who does.
Pretty much, yeah. There's Junior's the name, and the name escapes me. The face does not.
And the fact that the whole shtick is basically like they're trying to do it as like traditional and by the book as possible.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
No, Junior, we can't watch them die. We have to leave the room and assume it happens.
I mean, that's the standard villain stuff.
Yes.
All right, so anyway, before we got very distracted there.
Well, it's Ricardo Montalban, though.
True.
But anyway, so the whole Dunkelberry muffins, that's what sent us on a tangent.
Father, where's the muffins?
Okay, so Doofenshmirtz, so Norm's in the episode.
Yep. It's like the recipe, he got the recipe for the muffins and also printed Vanessa's essay.
Yeah, so Norm is in the episode and he's printed Vanessa's college essay, and Doofenshmirtz is horrified that Roger is her role model, that she is cited and basically glowed up in this multi-page essay.
Yep, because she's doing it for college. He's kind of bittersweet about they grew up so fast.
I love, we have a great John Viner line here where
I'm programmed to show interest.
That's the one. I'm programmed to show interest.
That's basically his way of saying, I couldn't care less.
By the way, Ted Season 2 coming top of March.
And he's in that?
Well, no, I'm just saying he was in the first season, so we're not surprising if they work in a cameo with him in the second season. So who knows?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a really fun cameo in the first season. He played a very unethical doctor. It's not unethical. It's basically your worst nightmare of what people would say about you when they put you under.
Oh God.
That's kind of the thing where there's I think so John Bennett's father, played by Scott Grimes in the show. Mr. Bennett's first name is, but anyway, I'm blanking on that right now.
That sounds terrifying.
That's the thing. So he goes, he's the whole shtick was, and this is like episode 2 or something. I think it was. It's really, again, I love the TED show. It's great, and I can't wait for season 2. It's basically, I think it's Matt. It's Matt. There you go. It's Matt A. Bennett. So Matt is he's very reluctant to get the colonoscopy and get checked out, because he was in I forget if it was Vietnam, but it was basically he was in the war of some, he was in a war of some kind. I think it was Vietnam, and he's afraid that he's going to like spill secrets or spill stuff while he's unconscious. So he gets basically the Blair. I think it's Blair. So Blair's like the niece who's staying with him. She's basically kind of like the Michael Stivic of the household. Kind of like Haley Smith from American Dad, kind of, it's kind of what her role is. So she is, so basically she sneaks in, she's like under the table while this is happening. So basically to make sure, like, he doesn't say anything, which is stupid, but that's what this guy's not a bright guy.
Okay.
Anyway, so while he's unconscious, they basically, it's you don't see it, but it's a great gag where, we're playing on Blair's reaction while she's under like the gurney and the cloth and everything. We're hearing what's going on. Basically, the pants come down, and there's making fun of the guy just while he's unconscious, and like shaving and bleaching, that kind of stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, but it's John Viner saying all this, just very unethical medical practices from John Viner.
Oh yeah.
It's refreshing to see him, though. We actually get to see him, though, in live action.
I am programmed to show interest.
Yep.
So Doofenshmirtz comes up with an idea, and
yes,
that is
to make Roger look as bad, to make him look better by comparison, or make Roger as much like Doofenshmirtz as possible. So he uses the Dooflicated-inator.
The Dooflicated-inator, yeah.
Which basically creates Doofenshmirtz personalities.
Yep. But at first it bounces off of his winning smile.
Yep, and then a trophy of his winning smile, which why would he carry that on him?
Because he's an egotistical guy, Dragon.
No, absolutely. Runs in the Doofenshmirtz family.
Yep. But did you notice like where Doofenshmirtz was thinking of firing from?
Yes, I did. And this Jacob, do you know what time it is?
It's gritty reboot time.
Gritty, gritty reboot time.
So yeah, Doofenshmirtz is planning on firing his inator from a grassy knoll.
Then the book depository.
Yep.
Then ultimately, Jungle Gym.
Yep.
So, in a Disney show, we have referenced, the JFK.
Yeah, not JFK himself.
Specifically the movie, but in general the lore of, the death of the assassination of JFK.
Pretty much, yeah.
How would Doof know?
Well, they've also done a reference to Abraham Lincoln's assassination.
Well, that's true.
So apparently that kind of joke isn't too far off from this show. Maybe it's like maybe more than several decades is their threshold for acceptable.
Makes me wonder if Povenmire pitched the Kennedy Pez dispenser joke on Family Guy.
Oh God.
It was early on. I think it was episode 4. It was the one with I think it was the episode. It was way early on. It was the episode where we introduced Joe, and Peter wants to be a big hero like Joe, because he gets a little threatened by Joe being a hero cop and everything.
Yeah. Is this before or after he finds out he's in a wheelchair?
No, this is after he found he's in a wheelchair.
Holy crap, he's a crapple. Exactly.
After that, like the third act of the episode is that Peter he's orchestrated this whole ridiculous stunt where basically he wants to be a hero of a bank robbery.
Oh God.
He wants to foil a bank robbery, and essentially, the bank robbers are, they're very nice guys is the gag, and then like Peter is like he's like convincing him, no, you can't give up. No. He's just still not to give up and everything. So I forget if it was the bank robbers or the SWAT guys. Basically, someone got trigger happy, and essentially like they're shooting random rounds and another random rounds. And kid says, "Oh look, it's my JFK Pez dispenser." The Pez dispenser gets hit in the shot in the head. He says, "Well, at least you got my Bobby Kennedy one." Then it also gets.
Oh God. I remember that now.
Oh God, I love early Family Guys.
Early Family Guy's great.
Yeah, I mean, a part of me wishes, like, couldn't we go back instead of making new crappy, less like inferior Family Guy? Couldn't we go back to original Family Guy and just retouch the animation? Like, couldn't we take what we know now from an animation standpoint and just keep the jokes and keep the track and everything out?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Point being, Bob Myers he was a sick puppy.
Wait, we haven't done this one in a while, Dragon.
Dan, Swampy, how dare you? How dare you insult America like this? I mean, what are you two, Canadian? Like, what gives? This is something I expect Laser Dude to joke about, but you two, my goodness, just it's on a Disney affiliate, you're gonna joke about Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, Swampy, you should be sad.
And then
you should think about what you've done, Dead Swamp.
And Dan,
Havemeyer, I will wipe that smirk off your face. Don't you look at me like that. There we go. Okay, back to the episode here. See, don't give me that shrug, Swampy. You're not out of the woods yet. Okay, you two need to think about what you've done. You insulted the presidency. You're having Doofenshmirtz, killing Kennedy, or at least implied to have something to do with the assassination of Kennedy. In reality, no. It's just kind of like a fun, dark reference, kids. We're all having fun here. So,
and we haven't done a message to Dan and Swampy in a long time.
Yeah, they're okay. It's just it's a funny but oddly gritty reference to make.
Yes. So anyway.
They might have thrown that in there for us. Like, let's just give them something to chew on.
Yep, I think they know we exist now, Dragon. At least I hope they know we exist.
Well, if they don't know you exist, we know what that looks like.
Yep, you mean this?
Yep. That's a good. Go back to that image.
All right. Hold on.
All the time we weren't talking about Phineas and Ferb, kids. This is what Jacob looked like. This is exactly what he looked like.
All right.
He craves relevancy. Craves it like sugar on Valentine's Day.
Yep. So, which is 4 days away.
Yeah, I hope you're hungry.
So after the beam bounces off of the winning smile statue, the statue of the winning smile, or the trophy of the winning smile, rather.
Well, both, because we hit a bunch of people, but importantly, the second blast from the trophy
hits the boys.
So this is when it turns into the gritty reboot episode.
And what could be more fun than evil?
So the truth comes out, I'd like to say. This is where you gritty reboot time. It's just like, the Phineas we all knew was there, it just comes out, it's like the truth is revealed.
Yep.
He's made fun evil.
The inspiration for this episode came from when they had when the writers had the voice actors do their best in character Doofenshmirtz impressions.
There you go.
And so they decided to make a whole episode based around it.
That's hilarious.
It is. And I wish this episode was a two-parter though.
Kind of.
It would have been so much funnier as a two-part episode.
That just would have been funnier to keep it going, let's be honest.
Yep. And so let's say, what'd you think of the dark rendition of the Quirky Worky song?
Loved it.
As they were building the Fun-inators.
Yep. So basically, they're torturing people with a fun carnival experience.
And of course, they adopt Doofenshmirtz's speech as well, which is one of my favorite.
And the hunch and everything.
And of course, like Ah, Candace the sister.
I laughed so hard when he said, Candace the sister. Then later on, we all that everyone else in town being affected, like Candace the girlfriend, Candace the daughter. And just so Ashley Tuesday was a force in this episode, just putting her in this crazy situation where now she has to bust for good, but it's going to be disastrous or given her track record. So this is not good.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the boys actually end up being quite a legitimate threat to the city. Too.
Well, of course, but to be fair, they're threatening the city with a good time.
They're pretty much non-consensual fun, as Dink Winkerson puts it.
Exactly. Speaking of which, we have a Dink Winkerson here where he keeps breaking out of prison.
Yeah, well, this time he actually seems like he got out because he's no longer in the prison jumpsuit.
You remember why he's in prison, right?
Yeah, because he's the Danville mother mugger.
Yeah.
He was stealing ladies' umbrellas.
I wanted to mention this. Okay, there's a joke in Bend It Like Doof that is timed so perfectly like an early Family Guy joke, and I loved it.
And which one was that?
When he enters the episode, and he's the timing of the animation in which he basically kind of slowly kind of like shoos away the lemonade stand girls and like puts a lemon on, basically turns into like his news desk.
Yep.
Just perfect.
Oh yeah, that is great.
Anyway, so it's the Fun-inators, these giant, evil, mechanized kaijus of Carnival Delights.
Well, giant robots.
Yeah, chicks dig them.
Yep, they do. But these ones, they cause, well, actually, I think they cause less destruction than Coop does.
Well, that was true. I mean, they kind of took a lot of things apart in making them, so but yeah. More like recycling, so I don't think it quite counts as the destruction that Coop causes.
And basically Coop can just cause like basically the entire city to blow up. In the next episode, everything would be perfectly fine.
Yep. Well, at least he didn't use the jammer.
Like literally, he went through. Basically, he literally created a nuclear winter one point because it was too hot.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that was the same episode where he's just so desperate to get a mega slush.
Yep. All he wanted was a mega slush.
Yep. And it leads to him accidentally causing a nuclear winter.
He had to buy it 3 times, so cut him a break. It's a little nuclear winter. I mean, come on. I mean, Superman caused one of those.
Yep. When did he do that?
Okay, well, I mean, in terms of who's really at fault there, in Dark Knight Returns, a nuclear winter happens, and Superman was he saved him, which I think caused the nuclear winter because he had to stop the missile. So I think it's kind of Superman's doing, but he didn't launch it.
I mean, that's what I was thinking because I didn't remember him actually causing it in that episode.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't think I'm saying technically in saving them he kind of caused it, but that's not like they caused it.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, I got in an argument with a guy once way back with Dark Knight Returns, and I think J. Oliver, the director, I think technically he kind of backed my point up here, but essentially it was this thing where Joker kind of was responsible for the launch of a nuclear warhead. Yeah, so he was kind of I argue Joker the debate was whether Joker was responsible for it or not, because there's a scene in Dark Knight Returns where you could argue he there was just a random guy just kind of ranting and raving about just the thing that was happening, and Joker caused that. But then again, technically that guy's role, I want to say he was the guy who commissioned the launch. So anyway.
And of course that has Michael Emerson as Joker.
And he was so good.
Batman.
Easily Dark Knight Returns Part 2, far superior. And that's nothing against, I like 1. I really like Part 1, but Part 2 with Emerson Joker, I mean, you can't knock it. You can't put anything over that.
Batman, darling.
Oh my god, he's just so perfect.
So yeah,
also I love we killed Conan O'Brien in that too.
Yep.
Really awesome. Dave Endocrine, which is great because in the comic it was Dave Letterman who just made it Coco, and it was flawless. It's yes. God, the animated movie is so good. Go on, Jacob. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying I do like the movie. So
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, the kids are basically more capable of taking over the tri-state area than Doofenshmirtz is.
Yeah.
They take it over with fun.
Yeah.
And
Also,
force
we
it,
have Ferb going, "Curse you, Candace the sister."
which is hilarious.
Is his big line.
Curse you, Candace the sister. It's like that. There's had to be a lot of fun for the actors to do.
Yep.
And of course all the bad puns they did. Look, say, are you a fan of my fan? Like you're on a roll. So yeah, this episode was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
See, and like I said, it just makes me wish it was a longer episode. I'm not alone, am I, Dragon?
No, I mean, look, I would not have been opposed to a longer episode. I'm just saying, I think we still got a lot of really good stuff in there for the runtime that we got.
Yeah, we did. I'm not denying that. But so yeah, is there anything else notable in this episode that we should talk about?
Okay, so when everyone else is affected, we have Jeremy, Candace the girlfriend, and when the parents are affected, we have like Linda presenting like very the boys are evil. Oh, that's great, Candace the daughter. Almond brittle pie.
Which sounds disgusting.
Yes, it does.
And so she finds Vanessa, who has not been duplicated.
Also, the Dunkelberry dog.
Which also sounds disgusting.
Yeah, so Vanessa is immune.
Don't get me wrong. I've developed an appreciation for like chili dogs for chili dogs and things on hot dogs other than onions and cheese.
You wouldn't put a berry on a dog, though.
No, I definitely would not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone in reality has tried that, though.
I've only put one thing on a hot dog ever, and I don't do it. That was like as a kid thing, experimenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so, I mean, if you ever obviously you like hot dogs, Dragon. So
yes, I do.
As we've discussed in our bratwurst versus hot dog debate.
Yeah.
So what do you put on your hot dog?
Well, I don't put anything on my hot dog. I mean, as a kid, at times I tried grated cheese on a hot dog once or twice.
Oh, that's delicious.
Yeah, that's it's about it. But yeah, I don't really do it anymore.
I mean, a good hot dog. I mean, I sometimes I just do is ketchup. I do ketchup, onions, grated cheese.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I that was more of an experimental thing, but I these days I do them completely plain.
Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. And you say you get a lot of yours from DQ, right?
Yes, DQ hot dog. Yeah. Now, admittedly, last time I won this will happen very occasionally. I blame the pandemic for the first time this happened, but I don't know. It's they might have changed brands on me, but hopefully they'll go back to normal soon. So, but assuming they change back to what they had before, it'll be like just DQ hot dogs are the best.
All right.
I was very depressed last time that happened. It's only happened very rarely. It's a very consistently delicious hot dog, and then for some reason, like they had to change like brands in a pinch. It's like, it's like it's an average hot dog. It's like where's the god tier, man?
Well, sometimes you can't beat a good hot dog.
Mm-mm.
Like so, but apparently, but what you can beat though is one with dunkelberries on it.
Agreed. All right, so Vanessa offers help in letting her know that there's always a self-destruct button,
which Candace does find on the backs of the machines, but with no idea how to get there, especially now she's trapped in a
giant hamster ball.
Yep. And the boys are continuing their rampage into the park where Roger's still giving his speech.
I love this whole. Just to give credit, the whole non-consensual fun invention too. It's the idea of these mechs kind of turned into these, basically built and established, like a roller coaster with handlebars that don't let you put your arms down.
Yep.
It's like just reckless enough, and make sure you smile for the picture. And Doofenshmirtz like childhood trauma thing. You're in your childhood.
You mean your nowhood? You're a child.
Yep.
all the hunching like a praying mantis, the
Mhm.
eyebrows.
Yep.
The entire tri-state area.
This is a hilarious image.
Yes. It was either this image or one of Phineas on the Fun-inator, but
Yeah.
I figured like the image of all of them.
I mean, look, Jay. When I thought of this was the image I think I thought of in the first place. I was just wondering if it was just paranoid about whether or not there was another option versus this.
You remember a couple days ago, Dragon, when I told you like, okay, I know there's a specific episode you'll want to draw an image from.
Yeah.
This was it. This exact shot was it.
I had a feeling this is it. It's pretty perfect.
And so, like, Candace begs to the mysterious force for help.
And the mysterious force delivers Doofenshmirtz.
Yep, because Perry, of course, knocked him into the sky.
Yep.
And launches her off of the seesaw she was on, which hits the self-destruct button.
Yeah.
Then Perry himself disposes of the inator, turning everyone back to normal.
Now, admittedly, there is a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity is, because Monogram informs him that the TriStar has been taken over, not by Doofenshmirtz.
And he's like, not our problem.
Which, I mean, in hindsight, you think it would have been an interesting problem where what's Perry going to do? He can't stop the boys.
Without being... He'd probably get another agent to help him, but there's still
who has time for that?
Well, there's still be the conflict.
Yeah.
Like I said, I totally agree. Like I said, that would have been a good plot for like a 2-part episode.
Yeah, part 1, it's just like, the boys have taken over, bum, bum, bum. Then part 2, what the heck are we going to do about it?
Yep, that's what I'm saying, Dragon. This would have been a perfect episode to be a 2-parter. I mean,
So you want to tell Puvmeyer and Swampy?
Yes.
Go
on.
Yes,
I do.
There you go.
Well, first, actually, hold on. Dan, Swampy, why didn't you put your foot down and make this a 2-part episode? This episode had as great as it is, had the potential for so much more. And see, my associate here agrees with me, right, Dragon?
I do.
Swampy, what are you doing? Don't you cry on me, mister.
Tears aren't going to solve this, Swampy. Listen to the man.
Look how sad you've made me.
Yeah, look at him. Look at this pathetic wretch. So close to Valentine's Day. Look, you see that? That's a double heart looking for a hug. You know how sad that is?
Like, yeah, I'm the sad one here, Swampy.
Yeah. No one's sadder than that mess there. No one's sadder. He's got you know how sad he is? He took time out of his day to build a stand for people to notice him and pity him, and you're taking away that attention from this attention-starved podcaster. Look at him.
And Dan doesn't even care.
No, he's laughing at your misfortune, Jacob.
Because
he's got nothing better to do.
So, unfortunately, we don't have 2 parts to this, but as we've mentioned, we love this episode already as it is.
That is true. It's a great episode.
It is. It's like it is definitely a highlight of season 5 so far. It's like it makes you wonder why they didn't do something like this before, but doing it now, I'm not complaining. And so of course the kicker of the episode, everybody's turned back to normal, and Ferb's like, Ferb, what did we do today? What do you make of that one?
No, it's just great. Just the whole, like, I know what we're going to do today to, well, we just missed out on all the action. What happened?
What, Ferb, what did we do today?
Of course, nice father-daughter moment where Vanessa reveals that she only wrote that about Roger to as a shoe-in to get the essay.
Yeah, she name-dropped the mayor to get some extra points.
Yep, and it says, "Oh, it's part of an evil scheme. I'm so proud." And I love it. She takes the praise. She's It's a nice father-daughter moment.
Yep, it is. It's all around. It's a great episode.
Agreed.
Comment. Oh, he doesn't. I mean, have a comment saying like, I was having a sad backstory and shopping for almond brittle. What did I miss? Nice to have you, Aquatad. Well, Aquatad, you missed the boys trying to take over the tri-state area with fun. Sorry for my accent.
What's with the accent?
Oh yeah, Candace does say that a couple times.
Yeah, it was just really funny. Just like we had like they're going to have fun, or else what? What's with the accent? Just chasing him on the bike. But I love how she's like concerned for a change, versus like her own self-interest. Like, wait a minute, you're going off script. We don't improvise. What are you doing?
Yeah, like I said, she probably doesn't want to see them get hurt or cause a whole bunch of trouble.
This isn't fabulous.
It's not fabulous.
No.
I'm not gonna sing because I don't want to get in trouble.
No.
I don't think they would go after us like that, but who knows?
Jay, we're already on thin ice, like just skirting around a show that we can't talk about.
Like that's what's it. If you're on thin ice just by mentioning just by mentioning the name of a show.
Yeah, everybody thinks Robert's a cool guy. That show.
Everybody loves Robert's brother.
Yes, that one. That one we can't say the name of. The show with Brad Garrett that we can't talk about.
This is a
Till Death. We can't talk. I said it. We can't talk about Till Death.
This sounds like a pretty fun twist to the formula. This episode was a very fun twist to the formula.
Yes.
Yes, it was. So, and like I said, and it ends with a nice father-daughter moment for Doofenshmirtz and Vanessa.
Yep.
And Phineas and Ferb not knowing what they did.
For a change.
Yep. So yeah, pretty strong week this week, mainly carried by the second half, but I still enjoyed the first half. Especially since we got to see Cristo Fernandez. So, final thoughts on your end then, Dragon?
No, final thoughts. Dooflicated definitely stole the show this week. Bended like Doof. I mean, we had some good soccer jokes, but there's not a lot of substance there with throwing that stick at a thing.
Now, how does it compare to My Fair Goalie?
I don't know. I can't remember how I felt about My Fair Goalie. I can't remember if I liked it or not.
I think you're more mixed on that one.
No, I mean, I'll admit this one's probably more memorable comparatively.
Yeah, they leaned into more actual soccer than like experimental anti-gravity.
Still, we left there's no football jokes with Danny Rojas. That kind of bugs me.
Yeah, although I mean, maybe they figured it was too easy of a joke.
I mean, maybe.
Awkward Dad says, looking forward to the next set of episodes.
Yeah.
Well, Awkward Dad, be sure to join us next week when we discuss Space Adventure.
It's an adventure in space.
And Drugenfest. Whatever that means. Sounds something to do with Doofenshmirtz, though.
It's going to be a Clockwork Orange parody.
Well, they do have Malcolm McDowell in this show.
They do. It'll either be him or it'll be Doofenshmirtz dressed like Alexander the Large with his droogs. That's why they call it that, because of his droogs.
Yes.
It'll be like an awesome slow-mo shot where he's beating them up, and later on they're going to try and drown him.
And of course, they'd have to have a reference to Singing in the Rain.
Yep, which led to a very awkward encounter with Stanley Kubrick and Gene Kelly, by the way.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this memorable song about a man experiencing joy and singing in the rain. Let's put it to a song where let's have characters singing while I'm not even going to explain what happens in the movie.
Well, a woman gets violated. I was
trying to avoid that, but yeah.
Well, I didn't say the other words I could have said. I
was even trying to avoid the violated part.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's essentially what happens, and that's how we're ending the episode, folks.
Well, again, that's if they do the Clockwork Orange route.
Yep, so which I highly doubt they're going to go that far.
Oh no, it'll be something hilarious.
I mean, remember, the show has referenced to Clockwork Orange before.
They have.
Remember remember in Phineas and Ferb get busted, they should up doing like the parody of the Ludovica technique.
Yep.
Which is pretty dark.
Yep.
So to leave it off on this awkward chat saying, it's an adventure in space!
Adventure in space.
Space.
Martella from Muppet Show.
Are there any pigs in there?
Bacon.
Are there any pigs in Space Dragon?
Yes, there are.
All right. Good enough for me. Good night, folks. See you next week when we discuss those 2 episodes. Good night.
Goodbye, Candace the sister.